Hello, beautiful people. I am Valencia King, and this is Real Talk Sports. First things first, yes, my voice is practically gone. I cannot confirm or deny if it's because I was cheering OKC. But here's the thing. Oklahoma is officially up 2-0 against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. Final score, 103-118, behind 38 points from their MVP, SGA. Shay, you once mentioned my whole life is consistent. When you think about the younger teenage Shay, how proud of you are of that younger Shay that got you to that point of hoisting up the trophy tonight?
Yeah, I'm very proud. I'm glad he never gave up. I'm glad he listened to the right people, and I'm glad for those people giving me that advice that they did throughout the years. They know who they are, and I'm very appreciative.
We know this young OKC team has larger goals still out in front of them, but of course, I did have to check in with their head coach, Mark D, and ask him what that moment was like, seeing his lead player, SGA, hoisting up the trophy on this here court in front of all of their OKC fans. Valencia King, Real Talk Sports. Mark, I know the last 24 hours headlining story with Shea being the MVP, but when you see him out there before the game hoisting up that trophy, what does that mean for you?
Special moment, to share with the fans. I mean, the fans that are here tonight, those are like iconic pictures in history of the league, and the fans get to enjoy that and acknowledge him. And it's an appropriate time to say that in these two games, as well as the rest of the games, but our fans were outstanding, put the wind at our back in these games, and we're going to continue to need them.
Speaking of that tough mindset, I talked to Chet after the game and asked him about the mental toughness this team will need as they head into Minnesota. We know the Timberwolves are not going down that easy. They are going to defend home court, at least do their best to do that, just like OKC did here in Oklahoma. Chet, one of the things that Mark mentioned was the mental toughness you guys will need heading into Minnesota. What does that look like as you guys kind of lean into that?
Yeah, obviously, part of it's going to have to come on our end, but part of it's going to be natural too. We understand that there's a really good team on the other side of this with good coaches and good players. They're going to have adjustments. They're going to come out swinging and ready to play, so we got to do the same thing, and we got to bring it. Every team is more comfortable, more confident on their own home floor, so we know what to expect. We got to go out there and be ready for it.
There are a lot of talking points in this win with Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, SGA, we just heard from him about how proud he is of the younger SGA that got him to this point today in winning the NBA MVP. But we also have to talk about his teammates, Lou, and of course, JDub. Lou got first defensive team and JDub got second defensive team. That is definitely something that is build and credit to the identity of this OKC Thunder team. JDub, Shay just mentioned that our team really enjoys playing defense and you guys find it very fun. What is it like to be on a team with a group of guys that are truly cut from a different cloth when it comes to having a defensive mindset?
Yeah, I don't know how it started, but I think we just take pride in defense, and I think that just makes it fun for us. I don't really have like a pinpoint time when it got that way, but it's just something competitive about our team that likes doing it, and I think we understand that kind of what makes us go in a way, so we kind of try to make that our identity.
As we wrap up this edition of Real Talk Sports, here are my two takeaways heading in to games 3 and 4 in Minnesota. Oklahoma outscored the Timberwolves in the second half in game 1 and game 2 as well. Making sure during that halftime break you remember the game is not over. It truly could be a tale of two halves, especially in a game like tonight in Game 2. Oklahoma did not shoot the best in the first half, especially Shea. But what did he do? He gave us that MVP performance and finished the game with 38 points. Secondly, you cannot allow the Timberwolves to get you out of playing OKC basketball. We see the runs that Oklahoma puts together. They have got to stick with their defensive burst mindset and getting stops when it counts. We've seen them get the win off doing those things before, and I know going into Minnesota, they can do it again. I'm Valencia King. This is Real Talk Sports. We'll see you guys back in OKC for Game 5.